All right. So everyone that asked, I said, no, I'm not running this. But then I decided, you know what? It's probably some good practice for what really matters to me, which is tomorrow night's Truck Series NIS. So we're going to go have fun and enjoy extremely tight splits, as we had over 1,000, probably 1,100 people signed up. Top of this split, 4,400. Bottom of the split, 4,100. Just absolutely ridiculous. So, looks like we got a couple of people in here. That's the number 6. And, who else? Don't see any names that stick out as people that we race often, that we're at least friends with. But, yeah, this obviously doesn't matter to me. I mean, it's going to matter the same as any regular race, but we're not going pro. We're not making it to the second round. We're a 4,000 I-rated person, and I just don't have the skill anyways. So if we somehow luck into the second round, which would take so much random crap happening and us winning every single race that we run with this, then cool, we'll run it. But that's not going to happen. I'm going to be realistic about it. And we're just going to enjoy the racing that we get. So, first thing, we are going to go load up this setup that Daniel sent to us. And go see what qualifying's like, because I haven't practiced a single lap for NIS, what we're calling NIS in the league. So, and qualifying really matters there, but I know I will just get sick of everything if I try to find any speed in qualifying. So we're going to see how we compare to this field, call that good, hope we make it into the top 30 tomorrow night. If not, hopefully I can race my way in. It's going to be a little bit different qualifying conditions, so I might have to change the tape up for tomorrow, since tomorrow we're qualifying at, I believe it's 3 p.m. is what I have it set for. And then we're also going to have a lot more wind, because we're going off of real world. So we'll have more heat, more wind, and it's going to be a bit of who gets the right gust and a bit of just random luck for getting into the race. But you know what? That's good to have every once in a while, since usually our fields are pretty tough for the 1,500 and below I-rated drivers that are in the league. So it'll give them a shot. And if I don't make it, I'll do a broadcast and watch myself dropping points. But it's going to be really fun to race for points. We're going to do stage points, but no stage cautions, playoffs, and it's going to be a nice, refreshing points racing, which we don't get to do very often in this game. So that'll be fun. It's going to be a little bit of a hassle, but with the truck series near the end of the year, it's like every other week they race. So only bad thing is a couple of times, like tomorrow night, we're going to be racing at the same time as they are, but it's just how it goes. Like this doesn't have quite the right amount of tape on it. It's only got 50% tape. We're not really building heat up, so Maybe I did not load the set. Maybe I loaded the race set for some reason. Well, that might have been very useless. No, that was a qual set, so alright, I need to fix that. Yeah, we definitely were not getting hot. That is, I told you, I have not practiced at all, so, you know what? Just gonna go ahead and turn that off for a second, just to make sure they weren't misnamed. Nope. The qual set did not have tape on. See, that's on me, though. That's on me. I'm just gonna jack... Oh, wait, you can only go to 50? Okay, well, that's new. Did not know that. Well, our qual times are very slow then. Alright, well, I learned something. That shows how many times I actually click anything in the setup. So, we're just really slow. Very, very slow. Huh. I don't know. That is weird. That is very weird. Yeah, well, I mean, that's good. We're starting 21st. We'll be able to just drop to the rear as needed. I'm going to practice a few things and see how long it takes to work my way up through the field. Because stage points at lap 20 and 40 tomorrow night are going to be key throughout the championship. So if I make the race, I want to know, all right, we're about 3 laps away, 5 laps away. This is when I need to go. So we're going to use this as a test session. I'm not going to... We might not have paint schemes for everyone, just because trading paints usually crashes and screws up massively when we go into big events like this that have over 1,000 people signing up and trying to download paints. So we got what we got here, and for the next few events we'll change them. We'll actually get the paint schemes from people if the car counts are lower, but I don't think they are, and I don't want a program crashing in the background while I've got the sim up, because that just causes more issues.
You have 3 additional sets of tyres during this race. Have a good race.
Alright, so yeah. We've learned something, that you can't go over 50 tape. I wonder... No, I don't know. I don't know why that is. It must be a new rule, or it must be a super speedway rule that... I haven't really ran open trucks since the last Road to Pro, so...
You'll be lining up on the inside. Pit road is closed.
But there's definitely a lot more speed out there that I need to find to try to guarantee myself in tomorrow, but I honestly don't know if I can deal with that. I might have to jump in some open races as a spectator and watch how the fast people qual, just to see if there's something obvious that I'm missing on the line. That's got me a little worried for tomorrow, because obviously people can go pay for sets for tomorrow night. If they advertise it, they're banned. But we need to find 3/10 for sure. But hopefully this thing races good. And see what we got. We'll see who ends up wrecking early. We'll see if there's the people that want to make it to the Coke Series in lap 1 of this race. So far, bad start, but it's now going to jam up. Okay, seeing all the RGB cars. I think if we get an early caution, I'm going to turn trading paints on and get the paints downloaded at that point. No need to go up to the top yet.
Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Outside is clear. Car outside.
Got this Rockstar truck. 2 ahead of us is staying back pretty far, but I'm assuming the suck up is quite large with these.
8.231.
What I gotta get out of my head, especially when we get to real racetracks, is car number means nothing, since we're all pretty much on any given day could be number 1 or number 40 in this split. Just want to see. We are bottoming out quite a bit. So that's interesting, seeing lots of sparks back there. Keep an eye on that and see how that progresses throughout the night. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's slowing the car down, but it could be some of our issue in qualifying. I wasn't looking in the mirror, obviously, in qualifying. So I'm not trying to stay up to the back of the truck that's ahead of us. A lot of movement on the backstretch with the car, truck, vehicle. Massive sparking into the corner. That has got me concerned. Alright, I'm bored. Massive checkup for no reason there. I don't know what caused that guy to check up so much. Nothing happened ahead of him.
Clear.
Maybe he had a cat issue.
Inside. Clear inside. Inside. Still inside. Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
Just seeing some nice boring driving to get to the end up front. Right now, no one going 3 wide.
Still there at the bottom.
Lots of swaying around though.
Car on the low side.
Now we got a couple of Brazilians in here that are going to have higher pings. I should have figured out what their
Clear.
car numbers were.
Car
I know they were like mid-pack numbers. Maybe by a name we can... I'm going to guess the number 18.
inside. Still there. Hold your line. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear. Inside. Still there.
So he's on the bottom in the black truck.
Still there. Hold your line. Still there at the bottom. Clear inside. Inside. 48.456. Still inside.
There's
Clear.
going to be a big checkup on the high side in a second. So the back of the line is really scrunched up on each
Still
other.
there. Keep high.
Looks like a lot of people are getting randomly loose off the corner. 30 car to our inside. Went way off the track there off the corner for some reason. We got 26 laps until we need fuel.
Stay high.
That does not get us there to halfway. We need to get to halfway.
Keep high. 48.159. Stay high. Clear inside. Inside. Stay high.
I'm not sure it's even possible for us to
Still there. at the
gain
bottom.
that fuel, so
Still there. Hold your line.
we'll try staying tucked up a little closer to the car in front of us and see
Still inside.
what that does for us on fuel mileage.
Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Still there. Hold your line. 48.166.
Just to get a little less air on the nose,
Still inside.
if that's how it works.
Still there. Still there. Stay high.
This will kind of give us an idea, but I think this next lap
Still
will be a
inside.
better idea since we were sucking up still.
48.479. Keep high.
Yeah, it saved a lot more.
Stay high.
Not enough to get us to where we need to be, but we're at 25 laps, which puts us at 36.
Still there.
Which I guess might still be about the same, but we'll see what we do this lap.
Car inside. Stay high.
We could get a car a little closer behind us, that would help out as well.
Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear inside. Inside. 48.144. Clear inside.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to get to halfway.
Still there. Stay high.
Wasn't thinking about it at the start, but I don't think you can get there no matter what.
Still there at the bottom.
Just don't think that's possible.
Keep high. Clear.
But we'll try to save as much as we can.
Inside. Stay high. 48.579. Still there inside.
Even if we could make it to halfway, we're still kind of forced to... no.
Clear. Inside.
No caution yet.
Clear inside.
No caution yet. Well, we were in the right spot for that. Let's push the 31. Catch up to the back of the field. They were all on the apron wrecking, so that's why we didn't really get a yellow there, but yellows have been really bad lately on the super speedways, which, you know what, I'm fine with.
3, 5.
Gonna use up a bit of fuel here. We've caught up.
Outside. Still there.
Okay, well, now we really don't want a yellow. And I'm still gonna come up and run the top side. 3 seconds back from us. They'll probably catch us if they line up. No. Never mind, they are 8 seconds back from us. There's only one guy 3 seconds back, and he's dropping. But they still will be able to catch up if they line up. What we need to do is all get in the line so that they can. But that would require people lifting off. But even 2 cars just tracked us down by themselves, so...
Hold your line. Stay high, there's a car on the low side. Stay high, there's a car on the low side.
They're 9 seconds back now, so they have not really formed up, and they might be side by side. We got lucky there.
Car inside.
In nearly the perfect spot.
Still there inside.
It's kind of why I always stick with the high side,
Stay high.
but it's all just random luck.
Still there.
And really, we should have had a caution there, so
Clear inside.
it's even more random luck. They are dropping backwards from us.
Inside. Still there, hold your line. Clear inside. Inside. Still there.
It is showing.
Still there.
We can go 18 laps from here,
Keep high.
so we're still 4 laps short.
Still there, hold your line. Still there, inside.
10.5 seconds over the second group.
Inside. Inside. Still inside. 48.044. Still there, inside. Still there at the bottom. Keep high.
high sides, they got really wacky up there. Someone got sort of out of line. Got a lap car coming. Hopefully he goes high. I need to make sure I tell everyone that is a rule in the series, to go to the wall when you're getting lapped at a plate track. And it looks like this guy is going to force everyone to move up a lane rather than him moving up a lane. It's an easier way to keep the draft, but it's also a good way to get yourself wrecked. We got more lap traffic coming up soon, so this guy's going to be able to just get in line unless he's got a bunch of damage. Now the other guy is doing the right thing, but he's going to have a harder time snagging the draft. He's in the wall as well, it looked like. So, the bottom line, when you hold it, you are starting to get draft immediately because the bottom line will continue to pull down in front of you when they clear you. When you go to the top line, you instantly have to wait till the end of the line before you can get any draft, and by that time, you're going too slow. So this guy might be able to catch it, but I don't think he's going to be able to. He's at 0.8. He's going to be right on the edge of it, and if we have any little checkups, he should be able to get there. Nope, he's missed it. It's gone. He's at 1.1. We're going to go 3 wide for no reason. Oh, and we got the viewer, Michael, in front of us. Sorry for not having your paint loaded if you had a sim stamped one. But yeah, 12 cars lost our draft now. So that is why you see a lot of people stay low. Just because it is so much easier to hold it, but it's also so much easier to cause a wreck. So, in the league, if you're getting lapped by a faster group of cars, go high. If it's not for position, if it's for position, then just don't be an idiot. Okay, somehow we've gotten way worse on fuel. Or my math is getting way worse. Or my math was really bad to begin with. I don't think this guy's got any damage. But it looks like he is struggling to keep up, so maybe he does. Not quite sure. Doesn't look like he's got any, so. He might just be falling to the back just to have a better chance of missing anything that happens here. We're not going to be able to really test out how quickly we can go forward. I don't think I'm going to worry about stage points at plate tracks because it's going to be such a risk to make those moves because you're going to have to go 3 wide. Since we're going to have to take full tank of fuel, just going to take 4 tires. I don't feel any handling issues or anything right now.
48.036.
The other pack is 15 seconds behind us. It looks like people are kind of bobbing and weaving around in the pack now, and the 22 is losing our draft slowly. He's just hanging back further, I guess. He just pulled back up there. I'm not sure what's going on with him. He might just be hanging out at the back.
Clear inside. Car inside. Stay high with the car on the low side.
Fuel, though, we've got to pit in 9.5 laps.
48.584. Stay high with the car on the low side. Stay high with the car on the low side. Clear. Car inside. Stay high. Clear inside. Car inside. Still there at the bottom. Clear inside. Car inside. 48.267. Still inside. Clear. Car inside. Clear inside.
All right.
Inside.
8 laps.
Still there. Stay high with the car on the low side. Keep high.
Just double check that I've got everything set. We do.
Keep high. Clear.
And then we just got to hope that everyone's got to pit at the same time and we haven't somehow gotten worse fuel mileage.
48.499. Inside. Still there, inside. Still there at the bottom. Clear. Inside.
I know that I'm not doing the best job of fuel mileage, but it's really only been
Inside.
0.1
Stay high with the car.
or 0.01 or 0.02 difference in my laps. So,
Still there at the bottom.
not really concerned about it. The people that have been on the front row, though, they should have way worse fuel mileage because we've been, like, what, 80% this whole time?
73. Stay high with the car on the low side. Clear.
And the other pack, 17.5 seconds behind us.
Stay high with the car on the low side. Stay high. Keep high. Still inside. Still there at the bottom. 48.543. Stay high
5
with the
laps.
car on the low side.
So I'm guessing the leaders are going to be going in like 3 laps. Go ahead and get low. That way we can just kind of go when everyone else goes. We should be one of the first people pitting out of this group. There wasn't a whole lot of movement. Maybe there was a few people that went to the high side and moved up. And then hopefully everyone can get on pit road clean so that we can keep this 18-second advantage and essentially be in a 17-car race. But usually there's someone that tries to pit from the second lane, and someone that isn't pitting on the bottom lane, and then there's a crash, and then we don't cycle through the pit stops. Second pack has got formed up a little better. Looks like the 31's drop into the rear to pit. Looks like everyone's trying to get in line, and they are wrecking. And we get damage. Oh well. Should be minor damage. Couldn't even make it to the pit stop. Hopefully it's minor damage. We'll just go ahead and get it fixed, because it doesn't matter. I need the 31 to actually catch up. What are we doing? Why are we going 2 miles an hour? I guess we don't want to pit with everyone else.
Road's open.
Can you go? Is his engine broken? What are we doing? Alright, screw this. We're just gonna go around and pit on the next lap. No, we can't because it's 2 to green. We're not gonna be able to pit if... There we go. Alright. Guy finally got off the track. Pit road would have been closed if we would have went around.
One. Right here.
Only 12 and a half. We're not going to worry about it.
Line up, single file.
Now that we've come into the pits, though, we can go back in.
Catch up, one car.
Top it off. Get the damage fixed. But us topping it off is essentially going to not be any different than what we have now, because we're going to use a bunch catching up. But we'll just get the damage fixed. I don't know. Where are we on track? Yeah, I don't know if we want to go all the way to the rear, but screw it. Not even to halfway yet.
One left to green. You'll be lining up on the inside.
We'll give it a go.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
fuel, damage, and then join the field. And hopefully we won't get stuck way in the back on something stupid.
We're done. Get going.
But they will wreck again. I mean, if we couldn't even get lined up to pit without wrecking, there's going to be another wreck. There's already been 2 wrecks. It was probably dumb to give up all that track position, but I mean, this is essentially where we were at the start, so we'll be a little aggressive here, getting going, just to make sure we don't get stuck behind someone who is way off pace. I don't think anyone should be, but you never know what damage is out there, because there's been a couple of random wrecks.
Car is off. Be ready. Green, green, green.
Big checkup on the bottom line.
1 minute 39.504. Still there. Stay low. There was a car on the high side. Clear high.
Get to the top side. Bottom line's going to be checking up a bunch, so everyone's going to be trying to get down in it because there's not much of a top line. Just got to hope that there's no massive checkup that I can't see coming on the high side, but there shouldn't be. Just a bunch of slow people, apparently. And someone weaving in and out of lanes. I don't know what the hell these guys are doing.
51.128 clear. Inside. Keep high. Keep high. Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
That is why we stay in the high side. There's always going to be a big, massive checkup on the bottom.
Still there. Hold your line.
And now we're back to where we were.
Stay high. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line.
We're up to
21st.
21st. We were 17th. But we got a couple of people in that pack that was at the back up here as well, so.
Stay high, there's a car on the low side.
But
Clear inside.
big checkups on the bottom, big checkups on the top. You got the 18 car going, looking around 3 wide middle behind. We're just going to stay right where we're at up here. And hopefully we can get lucky again and miss the wrecks.
Still inside. Stay high, there's a car on the low side.
.22 got himself the lucky dog. Another big checkup on the bottom.
Stay high, there's a car on the low side. Clear inside. Inside. Still there at the bottom. 48.219. Still there inside.
get a big checkup up top. Car felt a little unstable there. Didn't like how that felt. Everyone really racing on top of each other, and we've still got one pit stop to go, so. Just gonna need luck. The whole field's pretty much gotten lucky. There should have been a much bigger crash both times.
48.94, still there. Still there.
But we haven't even got to the part where people start going 3 wide, so. Which is amazing. But everyone knows we still got more pit stops, so.
Stay high, there's a car on the low side.
We can make it 30 more laps.
Car inside. Still there, hold your line.
Which means.
Still there, hold your line.
Where are our tires? Well, I don't know because we came into the pits again.
48.691. Clear inside. Inside. Still there, hold your line. Still there.
But we're not going to take a full fuel next time. Or a full tank.
Clear. Car inside.
And then we'll decide on tires. What the hell is happening? How did we have that big of a checkup?
Still there at the bottom.
That just didn't even make sense. Thankfully no one was right behind us because I had to jump on the brakes hard.
Clear. 49.0.
I don't know what that was. Glad I wasn't looking at the screen trying to adjust things. Alright. I'm gonna just go no tires. Or, you know what? Left sides. Another big checkup on the front row. Like the guy is getting like weird turn or something. I don't know what's happening. Looked like he almost looped it into the corner. That doesn't even make sense. Could just be some weird prediction code. Or he could be getting hit. So if we get a caution now, we can obviously make it on fuel. Unless there's a bunch of green-white checkers. We got a lap truck coming up. Just saw that up ahead. Which way is he gonna go? Looks like he hasn't decided yet. Maybe he'll just go apron on the backstretch, which would be even better than everything. He's gonna go high to the wall. Okay. Just gonna squeeze the bottom line down now,
Still there.
so that no one can force us up.
Still there at the bottom. Clear. Car inside. You're in the middle. 3 wide.
That got some weird arrow pushing around.
2 wide. Still inside.
Okay,
38.3.
we survived.
5, 4. Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
Oh man, this stuff is boring sometimes when everyone's just riding, but I'd be complaining if they weren't riding, so the way you got to survive to get to the end is just really boring.
High. Clear inside. Car inside. Still there. Hold your line.
And everyone is being really boring right now. Which is good, but let's just do a 20-lap race and call it good.
48.379. Inside. Still there at the bottom. Still there. Still inside.
Looks like the front two are trying to work the lanes. I don't know.
Still there.
Looked like someone moved up and then moved back down. But gave the outside line a bit of a boost there.
Keep high.
I think Michael got shuffled back quite a bit when that inside line checked up early in this run.
Car inside.
A lot of weaving.
Still inside.
That one scared me.
48.4.
Thought they were wrecking for a second.
Stay high.
Okay, the guy that I thought was spinning is now moving quite high on entry from the bottom line up in front of the top line almost.
Stay high with the car on the low side.
Hopefully there's no contact, because if the top line wrecks, we're in trouble.
Clear. Car inside.
I don't know what's like the better idea, if we just stomp on the brakes and take a lot of rear end damage, or
Stay high with the car on
get
the
a
low
bit of
side.
front end damage.
48.231. Still there.
I don't think it matters. I don't think you can plan for it.
Still
You just
inside.
gotta do a bunch of swerving, and then if you watch Gavin's race, aim for the car that's right in front of you, sideways. It always sucks when that happens, because you always feel really stupid afterwards, but you just freeze up in that moment sometimes, because you can't tell which way they're gonna go, and it looks so stupid when you're watching it back, and even when you're doing it, and you're like, I can't do anything about this.
Still inside.
Well, the top line is being really trash right now,
48.4.
and the guy from third row on the bottom line just pulled up in front of the top line, because that is how bad they are.
Inside.
They're not like pushing. He's probably overheating or something. It doesn't matter. We move up a couple spots, we move back a couple of spots. None of it matters right now. We got 19 laps of fuel left.
Inside.
We've got 30 laps of racing, or pacing, or traffic jam, whatever you want to call it, left. So,
Stay high with the car on the low side.
still more to come.
48.195. Still there, hold your line.
But once we get to the real tracks,
Still inside.
it should
Clear inside.
get to be a lot more fun.
Inside. Still there, inside. Still there.
And we got bump drafting at the back of this pack with the 3 and
Keep high.
the car ahead of him.
Clear
Top line's just really strung out. I can see why people want to get down low, but stick to the plan. Hope that the bottom side has another little checkup mistake and we just go around it. The top line is just terrible though up front. Maybe it's just always been that way and we just weren't noticing it. But it seemed like they were much more even up front when we had a smaller pack. Thought I saw smoke, but I think it was just light. Just seeing things. I am kind of surprised no one has like grouped up in pit early right now, because if you're not taking a full tank and only 2 tires, you can come out ahead. And I feel like a good group of guys could easily team up and run faster than what we're currently doing. Topside's gotten hooked up again.
Clear inside, 48.327. Still there, inside.
14 laps. I have to look and see what the wind was for this race. I don't normally get really high wind races, but tomorrow night, looking at the forecast for the real weather, which I'm going to base what the weather is for the race, it is supposed to be 12 to 15 mile an hour wind, and that's going to make things even more interesting. Last time we had a high wind race in Florida, it was a disaster and everyone was spinning out on corner entry at USA. So, I don't know if it's smart of me to do that, but we need something. We need to just go with the real world weather the best we can. Plus, adding that much wind makes qualifying just random luck. Also put in a forum post a way to, like right now we have dynamic tracks and we have dynamic weather. Neither really work great. But the one thing that sim racing has never really done is you have the tire model, you have the car, but we know from watching real racing that from chassis to chassis things vary. And if they put that variable in there but did it across the board for everyone each race, you know, a little bit more flex, a little bit different rubber on the tire, a slightly different engine power or fuel usage. And if that randomly changed within some parameters every race, you wouldn't be able to have such a predictable race. You wouldn't be able to like build that perfect setup. You'd have to kind of use the you know, pit adjustments and other things like that just to get the setup to a point where you want it, because there's no way to set up for it. And there would be no disadvantage to anyone. It would also kind of put the setup shops into a position where they'd have to offer more than just one setup that they can build out, you know, way ahead of time. They'd have to go in a test session and try a couple of different, you know, things at least to get a feel of how much of a change. You know, it would essentially be like a seed where you have 3 or 4 different variables to the car's tire and engine, and then from that you get you know, thousands of different combos that you could have of it, where it's not making a massive change, but it's making that little bit of change where you as the driver just got to figure it out. I think that's something that sim racing needs desperately, because it's just all gotten really predictable. You know you got to save the tires for the first 10 laps and then baby it through. You know what the car is going to do. You know it's going to get loose or tight. You know, it's all too predictable right now. And I think that would be a way to reduce that predictability. And then with it, hopefully they can get dynamic tracks and the dynamic weather working better to where, you know, it actually matters. Because right now, we did that ARCA race with a fixed set, and I don't think anyone felt any difference really in the car going from night to the middle of the day at Texas on a very hot day. And that was a bit disappointing. Some of it could be dynamic track, but, you know, there should be a little bit of factor with the heat and everything as well. So I put that up in the forums. Of course, everyone instantly said, race open. Well, I've done that. There's no difference. All you do is build the perfect setup, and then you know what you got. It doesn't matter what the weather's going to do. So, yeah, people that don't know how to comprehend what they're reading, instantly, you know, well, you shouldn't race fixed. And it's like, this is an issue for fixed and open, you know. But, you know, is what it is. I don't think iRacing will ever do it, but maybe it'll get someone thinking about it, because it's one thing that's never been dynamic in any sim. It's always been, this is the car you have. And, you know, we've heard, you know, people want to save a chassis for a certain race because they know it's good in real life, and it's just, we don't get that variation. You don't get the bad chassis one race where it's, you know, for some reason way looser. I don't know what is up with this, what is it, Nerd's car? Sweet Tart? It seems like whenever he's the second car in line, everything goes to shit. And we're kind of getting shuffled to the back now as everyone gets lined up for pit stops. But they are really hurting our ability to have a decent pit. 6 laps till we're out of fuel. We should start seeing people pit soon. But we don't want to go all the way to the back of this line because we will be so far behind. So we're just going to stay out here. If we get to our pit window, then, you know, we're going to have to try to do something, but I guess this is, I don't know why this guy's backing off so much, but yeah, whoever is leading our group, Sweet Tart car can't push at all. Alright, bottom line's going in. Have they wrecked? Nearly. Alright, we can pit next lap, I hope. I'm going to pit next lap no matter what. Hopefully everyone in this group goes. We can still go 3 more laps, but this group seems to be really slow, and we got the guy in the bad position there.
Car outside, clear. The leader's pitting now. Car outside.
A little slow on entry, but
3, 2, 1.
worked out.
Right here.
And taking left sides, and hopefully that's the right call. Doesn't matter.
Okay, punch it.
We got our fuel, and we go. I'm just going to stay behind this guy so that we're not losing time. Side by side on the apron. Get the 22 in. Go. Now let's just hope the 22 isn't terrible on the apron, or hope that we're not terrible on the apron. About 140 is what we can do. Oh my god. Pack is coming. But we are in a good spot. Should be able to snag onto this pack. And we do. Okay, we're good. We didn't lose the lead pack. That is all that mattered. Trust that this guy isn't going to drive us into the back. Oh, that's Michael. Big checkup. I had to just check up because I didn't know where the next guy was going to be. We're all going to line up on the high side right now. And we're going to be aggressive here. Alright, we've done what we've needed to. The pack has gotten split up. We're closing in on 10 to go. We're in a good spot. Keep the inside sort of closed off. We're good on fuel by 3 laps about. So I cut it fairly close, but if we get a green-white checkered, we might be in trouble. people do we have in this group? Still quite a few.
Inside.
When is the third lane going to form?
9, 8, keep high. Great job, good to go. Still there, hold your line. Stay high.
Michael might have got attached to the group at the back. There goes the third lane. We're just going to let him have it. No, that's not him back there.
You're in the middle, 3 wide. Inside, 2 wide. Still inside. Keep high. Stay high.
It's not time yet.
47.971. Keep high. Keep high. You're up top, 3 wide. Still there, still there. Right side, 2 wide. Stay high. You're in the middle.
Shuffle him out.
Hold your line.
So yeah, you can't pull up in front of people because you just put yourself in a sucker hole. We got a lap car coming up, so I don't want to do it now.
Nice and smooth. 47.73.
We're in a good spot.
Stay high. Still inside.
Is this guy going to go high, or is he going to go to the apron? If he goes to the apron, we're going high. Alright. Going back up there. I think we got the one car to go with us.
You're up top, 3 wide. Still there, still there. The next car's the leader. Still there. Still there, still there.
Don't know if we got the speed.
47.872. You're now in third. Hold your line. Still hold.
I don't want to do too much pinching with side drafting, but oh boy, that was a bit on me.
Still hold.
Let's try to side draft a tiny bit out of the corner and get back up.
Still there, still there. 47.92. Nice and smooth, you're running second. Still there, still there.
Long ways to go still. And we're dropping back big time now.
Still hold.
He's getting hot behind us. It's kind of the same situation that we were in
Still there.
in the Xfinity race. We got a lap car coming, and we got turned up there a little bit. I wasn't smooth and straight there.
6, 9, 5.
We didn't lose too much out of it.
The next car's the leader. Hold your line.
I hope this lap car goes apron. He does.
Still there, still there.
Oh man, 3-car tango don't work.
Still there. Still there.
Well, and we get wrecked.
Inside. Stay high. Clear. Inside. 48 points.
Don't know how that happened.
The yellow yellow flag is out. They
But
want you in single
that's
file.
it.
Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold the reset button and we'll come and get you. Pit road is closed.
Maybe we came down,
Car.
but oh well, we made it exciting for a moment. But once we started getting shuffled back, someone just came up and turned us there, or we came down, but felt like there's no way we could have caused that much force turning down slightly, so I'm guessing someone got punted and turned into us, possibly. And it's we'll just park it so people don't get screwed over. And there we go. Let's see what caused that. Just big prediction code. 3-car was coming up, and it just turned us massively. Nothing either of us could have done, just racing on the internet. But, I mean, he was side to side. I guess I come down a little bit, but then it should never turn me like that. That was just dumb. And, our race is over. And we're not going to make it to the Coke Series. Shucks. So, that is how that one ended. At least we were near the front, almost led a lap. Let's go take a look at all the other weird events that happened. So, go to the one car where he gets slowed down a lot, because that's obviously where whatever happened up front happened. And it's the 22 hitting the apron and losing it in front of the field. And then he's spinning out on the apron, self-spin on a plate track. And then the 30 just gets drilled. Not drilled. That wasn't that hard. And then the 12 gets hit, and everyone's got to park it. Everyone's thinking yellow, but there's no yellow. We got lucky. And then we get up to when we're about to pit. And they decide to wreck again. For absolutely no reason, it looked like. But let's see. 21. Tries to squeeze into a hole that's just not there and wrecks himself, and we get a little damage out of it. That just wasn't very smart. And then, yeah, then our prediction code wreck. So, I'm happy though with our pit stop. I felt like we did that good. Didn't allow anyone to get to the left of us, which helped. And we're able to get on pit road. We might have been in trouble on fuel had we got a green-white checkered, but yeah, not a bad race. Just one of those things where can't do anything about it, so it is what it is. I mean, we were way up here, and then this guy gets ahead of us, and we get a bump as we're bumping him, and that gets us all messed up, and then we're really slow with this guy in front of us, because I got all screwed up there and wasn't on his bumper. And the next guy hops up, and then luck. Shouldn't have been a wreck, but there definitely shouldn't have been that much force happening. Neither of us were moving side to side, so just sucks. But is what it is. I'm not going to wait for the results. It doesn't matter. We're going to lose some iRating. We're going to lose some safety rating probably, but we got some practice in. We know now that we need to work on the qualifying setup massively. So, hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks for watching.